people by actually giving you an opportunity to take out of your personal Social Security fund, which is currently dwindling, and I'm offering you, the American people, opportunity to change it into an actual residual form of income for the American people. With the failure of Social Security in the upcoming 15 years, we need to put in an actual program that will replace Social Security. And I'm estimating 15 years, especially by how many people right now currently are going to be being placed on actual Social Security disability for the remainder of their lives due to the medications they were given and actually causing them to become ill. We have an epidemic here in the United States that we're not really quite talking about, which is the actual mental health of our people, but not only that, but all the other forms of disability we have here, to include autism, to include Down syndrome, to include head trauma issues and things like this. And the amount of people that right now currently are actually having to possibly depend on the Social Security Administration to provide them actual benefits is going to be overwhelming, and it will quickly dwindle down the Social Security Administration program. I, Jeremy Bernhardt, as a presidential candidate for 2024, am offering the American people an opportunity to actually make this a real possibility in our near future, so we are proactive versus reactive, which the American people have continuously depended upon the United States government to be. If we're going to make any change, this is where my initial changes are going to be, very first few months within the actual White House. I appreciate you guys' continuous support. Thank you guys out there that have been helping me out. Wounded Warriors Behind Bars. Thank you, Robert Salas, for being such a great liaison. Love you. Thank you. You know, go ahead.
I was told the best piece of investment advice is to invest in things that you yourself utilize in your community. My friend in prison said, well, I'm going to invest in Walmart when I get out. A term that's being used now is called neurodivergent. We have a generation of neurodivergent young people that don't think the same way that the system was set up in what year was the Social Security first set up? It was almost 100 years or more ago.
Yeah.
I think that makes it a little antiquated to be a centennial.
Yeah.
I mean, we have few people. There are areas, but not in America. and I say America, not United States of America, because I don't feel the federal government is doing their job in taking care of the children. If the federal government was a mom and the states were her children, good grief, we certainly wouldn't see the problems that we're having. You know, San Francisco is a prime example of inundated, and here in our own city, and practically every urban area you go, it's not about the Social Security.
No.
It's not about keeping the borders tighter. It's about people being able to feel safe and able to express who and what they are without having to put up a facade of, I'm trying to be like you, but I can't because I have hidden bars nobody sees. So I think with the Social Security system, the way it's set up, this SSI versus disability versus retirement, I think just a restructuring.
The restructuring.
Well, yeah, look, when the kids are not toddlers anymore, you change the room around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm making a lot of mother references tonight, but I'm a woman, and my kids are grown. They're practically y'all's age, older than you. Not quite as old as you.
Yeah, you older than girl.
So my brother was in the early 90s. Was that Persian Gulf? Desert Storm Persian Gulf?
Yeah, Persian Gulf.
My brother was in that era. My son was in Afghanistan.
Mhm.
Our other young man was in during Iraq. And I met a young man the other day at the Veterans Hospital that had really only been out 3 months.
Oh,
I'm like, wow, how does that, like, I can't even imagine, you know.
3 months. Fresh out. Wow. That's that's. But we've talked about this so many times.
Yeah,
The
we
transi-
have.
the transition from becoming an active duty soldier into the American population is unreal and unrealistic, and this is where most people set themselves up for failure in the long run because they don't have the amount of time needed to actually properly transition back into this society.
And it's the same with other demographics as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're using the excuse for the homeless or the houseless population, as some would prefer to be called, you know. So there's a lot of situations, and finding the right keys, Jeremy, I think is why you have your people you appointed.
Mm-hmm.
You appointed the, what is it called?
My cabinet,
Cabinet
my
members.
my administration.
Yes.
Yes, I do have actual appointed officials for a lot of selected positions in my actual
I don't
cabinet.
see that on your website. Are
I
they
know
on
I
your
haven't
website?
quite put everything on there because I'm getting
Well-
home. I'm just finally getting home, so now I can actually sit down and do all the paperwork
Yeah.
that I needed to do.
So
So,
with
yeah.
that, we're gonna say the next race, because I don't think we have time.
Well, no, I do have time. I
Do
just
you have time to get all this together?
yeah, I do.
We're trying to contact more people. What's the party?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, because I'm trying to figure out what direction. As far as time and stuff like this, because we're in DC and the no labels.
No labels party.
The No Labels Party already has ballot access. I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply for the No Labels. to
Yes,
see if I can actually
we've
put
reached
my
out to
name.
No Labels, and I'm gonna send them a link to this to find out more about you so that we can get you out there, because without it, now, we've spoken to Mr. Goodwin about grilling.
Mhm.
So maybe we'll grow some vegetables for the vegans, but we're open to suggestions. But it's gonna probably be meat and probably a bit of pork, but we'll make sure to keep it separated. Keep it separated.
That's wine on you.
You know, but all in all,
What was that from the peanut
coming out,
gallery?
coming,
That's wine on you.
Well,
so, yeah. We're gonna take a quick moment. We'll come back. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Stay positive, stay motivated. Get back in the actual chair. Come back. Get your snacks. We still got a little bit more of a discussion ahead of us. So I hope you guys are all having a good one. My next topic coming up is education. So we need to talk about the current education system to the actual education system our children need to succeed in the upcoming futures. Hope you guys are having a good one. Peace.
connecting past and the present.
You want me to leave this still running or?
No, you can stop it or whatever, because I got it. Is there a pause? I don't think there's a pause. I think it's just an X.
Yeah.